What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Before we get into today's video, I did want to show you guys something real quick. I added let me just show you. This material, it's like a windowsill silver material to my Alien FX Predator mask, because before it was just like those little wires, but then you could actually see through, and when you see through, you actually see the forehead, not the eyes. And I'm like, yeah, that looks retarded. And I wanted to cover it, so it has kind of a shine to it, which I think I like. I could do a non-shiny one, but I think his eyes were shiny in the movie. When I look at this one almost has a slight shine as well, so I think it works good. Still waiting on the deep tail bust. No update on when that will be delivered. Getting real annoying. I see other people getting it, and I'm just like, God, I really want it. I really want to see how good it is. The detail, the mask, the unmask, and I want to compare it to this one. Because as of right now, I still think this is the best Predator bust out there, but deep tail has a huge chance of basically topping it. A lot of people in my Facebook group, Flankster Statue Collector, still think this one is better. And there are some things I like better about this. The fact that I don't have to change the entire head out when I want it masked. I could just put a magnetized mask on is really convenient. This, you can like swivel and move up and down. The mask has wires where the deep tail does not. This has the battle damage here, 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 and here. That is what I would say the big advantage is. I really like the sculpt and the paint app on the Alien FX. I think it's really well done. The dreads are this like foam. I'm not going to squeeze it, but it's like foam, completely adjustable. Theirs, I think, is silicone on the deep tail. The deep tail, I think, has a more accurate face. Obviously, it has at least a base, and aesthetically, it looks better. Typically, for a bust, I don't like having like an arm cut off like this, similar to like my KD Goku bust. I think the way Deep Tail did it, cut off like right there and there, looks better. The Deep Tail obviously lacks the battle damage. The necklace is definitely better. Not like way better, but it is definitely better. And it also has all the quills right there. The mask is lacking that, which really annoys me, if I'm honestly. Like here, even this one, which is not a very good mask, as you can see, it has that battle damage there, there, and there. And then, of course, Prime 1 did a sculpted version right here and here. And I feel like these two, and also that is very important right there. That's how he did his. I know on the deep tail, this is like, I believe it's like real leather, where this one is like sculpted in. Well, I'm real curious. Like, I really want to see it in person. Someone who just got it said it was absolutely insanely good. I really want to see how good deep tail is. I like the necklace I got. I think it looks great. I need to see everything else. Anyways, folks, so I did want to talk to you guys today about some of the crazy things I've had YouTubers comment on what I should do with my collection. People always post crazy things. I mean, I've had plenty of people tell me I should just sell off all of that. They're like, you don't need that. You just need Deep Tail and Cinemaquette. I mean, like, yeah, that's probably true, but for me, I viewed the Alien and Predator as two of the coolest looking creatures ever created. Without a doubt. And Jungle Hunter definitely being like him, Wolf, Berserker, my three favorite. Jungle Hunter's extra special. It's the OG. The movie's freaking phenomenal. And I wanted to have a masked and an unmasked version. Because all my other Predator busts are open mouth. I don't have a masked version. I can have a mask with it. But this one I actually have a masked head, and then I'll have a closed mouth head. Then I have two open mouth heads. So I cover all my bases. Plus, I love that Prime 1 quarter scale, dude. That thing is sick. The pose, the concept. It's a freaking awesome piece. And I love Cinemaquette. I love them both. They both fulfill my need to have a masked and unmasked. So yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. A lot of people tell me I need to just sell my entire Alien vs. Predator, go all in Prime 1, which I could understand that. Easier said than done. I've had people tell me to sell my entire horror and get completely out of horror. I've had people tell me to put my entire Marvel and DC statues in this room, which I've thought about that many times. I'm like, is it worth doing that? It's too much of a pain to do that. Plus, it just wouldn't work. I've photoshopped and laid it out. If I was to do that, not worth it. So, yeah. A lot of people told me to sell them. I know you guys were right. People told me not to get these. They were right about that. People don't like statues in the bathroom right here or in general, anything along here. People have told me always to get rid of that, which they're probably right. I'm just an obsessed freak and can't control myself, and I want statues, and so I do what I can. But realistically, I probably should just have posters there. A lot of people tell me to get rid of my Marvel 1/4 setup. And people don't like my Wonder Woman on horse. I've heard a lot of people tell me to get rid of that one. I can't remember his name, but I had one guy who just told me to constantly, every YouTube video, sell all your life-size busts. Crazy, dude. So I've made multiple videos, but we've always talked about MK. I've had a lot of people tell me to sell the entire lower half of MK. When I made that video, it seems like 99% of people wanted me to sell the MK quarter scale for a few reasons. I mean, obviously, create additional video game space, make MK just really bust in 1/3. I think other people want me to sell it because they want to buy it, because these are very rare and hard to get statues. Seems like video game stuff, people are pretty happy with my video game setup. I haven't had a lot of people. Some people have told me to sell this, and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. People didn't like when I had my extra Kratos, which, I don't know. I don't even know why I bought that. I liked it, but then I also didn't at the same time. Because it definitely was off on the paint app and the likeness. So, I don't know. I liked it, but I also didn't at the same time. I definitely sold that one quickly. I realized after having it for like a week, I was like, yeah, I really just don't need this. It's not accurate to the game, and I just didn't need it. And then, of course, we bought the Prime one 1/3, which I have to have that. I think that's probably the best 1/3 scale statue I've seen. Like, I don't know a 1/3 that tops that. Not a single one I own for sure, nor one I've seen on pre-order. A lot of people want me to get rid of Warcraft. They've definitely, a lot of commented, get rid of that, get rid of Turtles. A lot of people like my Lord of the Rings, not too many. A lot of people have mentioned to get rid of Transformers. Some just want me to get rid of this. Others have said to get rid of all of them, which is kind of crazy. I'm like, yeah, no way, bro. You don't understand how good these three are. Three of my best statues. I can understand getting rid of these, but it's also difficult for several reasons. I'm a huge fan of Age of Extinction. I freaking love that movie. Additionally, these just don't have the great resale value. I would lose, the cost of shipping, packaging them, finding the boxes. It's a huge pain, an absolute pain in the butt. And I'm just like, yeah, it's just not worth it to me. The only reason I would do it is to get Pacific Rim. I do want Pacific Rim, but I also don't want just like all Monsterverse and then Transformers only here and then Pacific Rim there. That would look off to me. I like how I have it two themes: Transformers, Monsterverse. If I get rid of Transformers down low, I really got to get rid of all of Transformers down low. And at that point, I would almost say just go Game of Thrones. Clear up that space and do like, I would say, Jupiter, how would you even do all Game of Thrones? You really only need 2 shells for Game of Thrones. Khaleesi and Khaleesi bust, Night King and Jon Snow. You have 1 extra spot. So I guess at that point you could do Pacific Rim and free this up to do Neytiri bust and bring in G.I. Joe and Grimlock to do those down low, and then you free up that space for a video game. It's a lot of work trying to find buyers. The resale value sucks. So that's a tough one for sure. I also know technically I can fit the turtles all on one garage shelf. Now you do have to extend it out, but they do actually fit in one garage shelf, which would free up space here. Now putting them here, I can't see them better. So I probably prefer them still like this. I do like having them combined how I used to have it. If you guys remember back when I had turtles right there, I had the shelf extended using DVDs, old Kung Fu DVDs. But they did look good. You can't fit Master Splinter with them. Still can't fit them where it is now. Basta. My Filipino friends understand that word. A lot of people have sold me to Celluloid. And I almost have several times, but it is such a good bust. It really is. It's so cool. Having that ginormous Damascus all-metal sword. The body looks amazing. The base looks amazing. The face is phenomenal. Some of the coolest looking glass eyes. Just like an absolutely gorgeous looking bust. And I love the quarter scale as well. So that's a tough one to sell. But I would say almost every video someone's telling me to change up my collection. You guys got to realize that changing up the collection is very difficult. Finding the boxes, which is the biggest pain first. Then boxing up, praying you don't break something. Because I have broken statues while boxing them up. I was once boxing up the Gaming Heads Kratos statue. And literally, while I was boxing up, I accidentally broke something on it. And I immediately messaged the buyer, offered a further discount. And then he's just like, just refund me, bro. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to find a new buyer at an even cheaper rate. Cost me additional money. And it pissed me the frick off. And I was already selling it at a huge loss. I was like, oh my gosh, such a pain. And these things are just so fragile, especially the Transformers, dude. I haven't assembled them in years. I don't remember how to take them apart. I just have to like go back, watch videos on how to assemble it. And that would show me how to kind of disassemble it. But also just putting them in the boxes, that take hours and hours and hours, and time is money, and it's just not worth it to me. Because I still love the statues. And if you still love something, why get rid of it? You guys hear me? Anyways, folks, that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully we do get the deep tell soon, because I'm really, 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 really looking forward to getting that. After that, we should be getting most likely the Blitzway endoskeleton arm and chip. I did end up buying that. It should arrive probably within the next 2 weeks. It's been in transit for several weeks now. So I should be able to fit that here in the collection in between the two Blitzways up top, the two prime ones. Right now, with Sarah's massive base, you can't. But the Blitzways are about the same size as that. And when you put two of those, I could definitely fit it in between. So we did decide to purchase that. I would say that is the next two statues. And then the Berserker mask did ship, but that'll be a month out because that's shipping via sea. Anyways, folks, see you in the next one. Have a great day.